Hello, this is Pigsy doing another show. No, just did a video. Hello, hope you are doing well. So what do we know? Stuff that's going on in America with Biden. What's really going on there? I mean, basically the two parties, one's a nationalist, one's a globalist party. That's basically what it is in a nutshell. So Biden's policy will lend to globalism. That's why he's gone back in the WHO. That's why he's building relationships with China. Yeah, you know, there's space to improve things. I mean, when it comes to improving a country, so maybe the system not everyone agrees with, but that's the system they're using. But what happens is standards improve. That's what makes the difference in a structure. So if we take the colonialism of the West here by the Crown, and we look at imperialism, because that's what some people get confused as white imperialism. It's not supremacy. I don't know. Well, supremacy, I don't really understand what people mean. So somebody says, "Oh yeah, I'm better than you because I'm white or whatever." So that's what people believe it is. But then they say that about anything. So if somebody has pride in something cultural to them, they will suddenly attack that and say, "Hang on, you know, they're pointing the negatives out basically." So they try to repress that individual's beliefs. Like me might say, you know, USA, America's the greatest place in the world. What will happen is that somebody say, "Well, that's because you're a white fascist supremacist or something who knows nothing of the world." You know, it puts people under attack. So that's just an example. It's not sort of like my beliefs, it's just how people see it. And sometimes it's confusing when people think, "Oh, we're the greatest nation in the world," and nobody else in other countries agree to that. They think, "What are you on about?" You know, or for whatever reason. So they just pick holes in cultures, you know, and every culture's got the sort of like pros and cons. But further back in the past, when it comes to slavery and all these other things that are considered maybe nasty mechanisms of economics and socialism, like you can't mix with this group, or you can do this, or this is what you're expected to do because you're such and such. I mean, it all comes down to standards. So if a bit like work, you know, if you lift up the minimum wage, it feels worth going out and doing a job that you might consider some people might have seen as crummy, or it kind of makes them feel worthless because they're getting such a low amount compared to other people that are barely, you know, breaking even. And then you've got these sort of, I guess the other worthy thing, if you get money for nothing, then you become this kind of, "This is what I deserve" attitude. I shouldn't have to work, I should just get money. And maybe that's kind of this, I say bi-liberal because they pose their opposite to what they want to be. So, you know, like an example of that is protest. You turn up and say a load of things, and then they go smash up places, and they say that's because you deserve it. It's like, really? So what on earth? You know, you get a sort of mixed aggressive thing, or they might say, if it's sort of highly feminised, it might say that's because it's patriarchal, we need to go, and so we toppled it over or something. It represents all sorts of things to different people. History, time, you know, it's statues or whatever. And I think that's probably the future for China, is just raise the standards. I mean, they've got this kind of slidey, dogmatic, avoid responsibility type thing, but then a lot of countries do that. It's a different type of mentality basically. But that's the main part of this video, just to explain that. Don't forget about Trump and Biden really. It comes down to globalism, nationalism. What the hell? There's all these things being put here. Oh, it's a big sign off for hands, which is in play.